They're almost done with the warm-up as well.
Yeah, so it's almost time to get this laser on. The exciting laser on. This is where the 9 qualifiers.
Park, we haven't seen so much of him this season, so it's hard to tell where he'll finish. Then looking back down, we said Mohammed Gindi has a chance, Vlad has a chance, Wang Tai maybe. Different mix, it's a different strategy that he has to adopt here.
We saw Shababoom in his carbon running shoes as well. Different footwear, go on.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I think, is it your first time seeing Zhou Cheng
Yeah, I didn't see
live?
Him, wasn't an anchor.
Zhou Cheng is very known for his finishes.
Yes.
We'll see that more in the finals. But if he does drop down, which I don't think he won't, I don't think he will, I think you'll see a big sprint finish from him, which is was interesting to see. He does it very, very well, and we are almost underway. Shaba is out, and we have the laser on for semi-final B.
So we are underway, a lead of 6 seconds to Joseph Chung, who heads out behind our leader, Shababoom. And there will be a lap without the pistol for our athletes. And third place heads out. Greach out representing the Czech athlete. Mutaz Mohammed not far behind him. Kasper Jack. Tovkai out as well.
Checkan, Park, Borechki.
Shuelo is the athlete with the number 9 on his vest at the moment, meaning he occupies that all-important 9th place. And all eyes go on to Borechki in 10th, Mariam.
Yeah, Borechki, I think, is starting to close in. We're still in the early stages of the race. Bello is, I think, going to be chasing him down as well. Who's further back? Wang Tai Jin also has half an eye on that 9th place.
So those athletes have still got 4 trips to the range, and El Gendi's not started as yet. That must be heartbreaking.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough gap to overcome.
Heartbreaking, but don't write anybody off. We've seen 17th qualify already in these semi-finals, so let's see. Shualo keeping a hold of 9th thus far, but Borechki isn't a million miles behind. That's the fight that you can see for position. And it's the 9th position that qualifies. So again, first 9 qualify as of right. This is a tough left-hander. The athletes head through the shower, not many of them taking it. I'm not surprised. Bello is in 11th, and the French athlete needs to close in.
I think that Borechki's playing this smart. He doesn't want to pass Shualo just yet, or else they're going to have an early burnout in this race. He's just trying to pace himself, move with the pack, and try to keep distance between him and Bello.
That is our leader, Shababoom, and Shababoom heads into the range for the first time. You'll see Shababoom taking to his 5 targets from 10 meters. He's got 2.
A slow shoot, by the way. He's taking his time every shot, which is not what we regularly see from him.
Here comes Zhou Chung, but he's out in 11.70. He'll be relatively happy with that, I'd imagine. The World Cup gold medalist in the World Cup final. There is 9th place. That's Lo, who's still there, of China. Chung is still in the range at 7 seconds for a down. It's going to be a sub-10, is it? 9.68. He's out, the Brit, and he's happy with that. Greach is close in. Greach is out in 12. Mohammed out in 16. 9 seconds as well for Kasper Jack. So
Checkan, Park, Luo, and Wang Tai are out of the blocks now, and that's the battle for 9th on your screen.
Lo has overtaken Tovkai, so it's Tovkai who's in 9th, and now he's been overtaken by Jun.
Yeah, Wang Tai Jin has moved up into 9th. Can he maintain that position? We saw in his statistics that he currently, statistically speaking, moves down the order, so it's good to see him move up. It's still early days, but
it is. He occupies 9th at the moment, though.
Yes. He's closing on an 8th, actually. Shuelo.
Yep, Shuelo in 8th, Jun in 9th. So that's the battle. I think he may have just taken it. In fact, looking out onto the course, he has taken that place. So it's Shuelo that's in 9th again from China. And you can see the effort that our athletes are putting in there. Just looking back to how Bello is 11th. The Frenchman, but there's still time. They've only had 1 trip to the range so far. They've got another 3 trips to the shooting range as Shababoom heads in for trip number 2.
Yeah, look at that lead he has over second place now. Big mover,
Low is
Schweilo.
making a move here. He's just taken 3 places. Yeah, so a little pack that thought they were okay there. Schweilo said, no, thank you. We'll have those places. You're not backing us up.
Yeah, but those are all in the top 9 still. 10th, I think, is a big drop-off then. They've cleared out, and Shababoom with 3 green lights so far. 2 more to go for him.
So it's Chekhan, I think, in 9th.
Yeah, so all the pack you see in front of you now are within those top 9.
Shababoom is out of the shooting range. Jo Chung still in there. Mohammed is in there. Mohammed and Chung going to come out at the same time. Mohammed just about ahead. In fact, they're shoulder to shoulder. But again, Jo Chung not overly bothered by that. I think that Chekhan is the athlete that we see that's in 9th at the moment, with 2 of the 5 down. See where Chekhan comes out. Left-handed. Chekhan does come out, and I think Chekhan's come out ahead of Jun. May that have pushed Jun, or maybe Low.
Yeah, so Low is in 9th now, and he's pushing hard because he doesn't want 10th to get close. And Bello has moved up into 10th, and I think closing down on Schweilo.
Schweilo has that 9th position. Schweilo's going to overtake Park, I think, in 8th here, Mariam.
Yeah, he's overtaken him right there. You can see on the straight now.
So Park occupies 9th place.
He's being chased down by Bello, and I think Bello has really picked up the pace at this point.
Bello can see that's the final ahead of him. That is your final, and the Frenchman knows it, and he looks relatively comfortable at this stage, I've got to say.
Yeah, still
running within himself.
Yeah. Still 2 more shoots to go and 2 more laps to go for these athletes. So they still have to pace themselves.
Park in 9th. There's a little bit of a move in 2nd as well. Jo Chung being overtaken by Mutaz Mohammed. So Mutaz Mohammed in 2nd, and there is a move. Bello moves past and into that important 9th position. So with 2 trips to the range to go, the Frenchman, wearing number 11, started in 11th, is in 9th. Park is in 10th. But the trip to the range is vital as Shababoom comes in for his penultimate trip to the shooting range.
Yeah, Shababoom very consistent and keeping that gap open. I think he's in a good position now, but just got his first shot. Bello is cruising, but you think to yourself, is he going to be able to keep up that pace? Because if you overtake an athlete, that's well and good, but can you keep that pace? Boom is out of the range.
Pretty good time. Mutaz Mohammed, 8 seconds. Chung just struggling with his 2nd target a bit here. Mutaz Mohammed out in 11. Jo Chung still struggling in the range. Breach is out ahead of him. 4 are down. 4 is still on 4. 5 go down in 16, so he's out.
Battle for 9th now. Bello's shooting well. 4 targets so far. I think he's going to make it into the top 9 after the shoot, and he does.
Yep.
8th and 9th out of the range, and Vlak, look at Vlak, by the way. It's an 8-second shoot. Can he put the pace in now and catch up to Bello?
Started in 15th, did Vlak.
Yeah, he's up into 10th now.
The gap, visually, you could just see it there in that shot. That is the gap back to 10th. Bello's in 10th at the moment, but Bello looks like he fancies a go at Chekhan to take 9th.
Yeah, Chekhan just taking a look at the big screen, checking where his opponents are, and Bello is closing down the gap.
He is. Jo Chung's just about to take a place as well at the front of the pack from Mutaz Mohammed. But there is, and you can see the glance up at the screen from Chekhan.
I think Bello's going to utilize this straight now. He's going to go for it. He's going to sprint past Chekhan because he knows Vlak is behind him.
Look at that aerial shot. That is a beauty, as he does indeed. Perfect timing as well from Bello. You can see it. The gap. Is the Frenchman now going to try and open up a little?
He has to. He knows Vlak is chasing them both down now. Chekhan is in that all-important 9th place.
Yes, he is. Chekhan from 7th to 9th now.
Dropping down. The athletes further ahead actually are not safe either. I mean, they still have to put in the work. 1 more shoot to go.
They're trying to reel them in, actually, Mariam, aren't they? Chekhan and Bello are trying to reel that pack in. So this is the final trip to the range. If they can reel that pack in, it'll be interesting. In goes Shababoom, your leader. Also in go
Yeah, Mara Greach.
Mohamed's in there, Greach is in there, Jo Chong just arriving.
Yeah.
Shuelo in there, Shababoon
is out.
14, Mohamed is out, so that's 1 and 2. Greach is out in 3. 4 looks like it's going to be Shuelo, it is 4. 5 looks like it's going to be Jun. Is it Jun? Kasper Jack is close. Kasper Jack and Jun out the same, that's 5 and 6 I think. 7 is going to be Bello. Where's Chung?
Chung is getting reeled into that 9th place battle now. Vlak is out with a 17-second shoot, but he is in 8th place. Chekan is out in 9th. Is Chung gonna miss out on the finals now?
Jo Chung is in big trouble here.
Kazakhstan is out the range as well.
35 seconds for Joseph Chung. Now we've got a race, folks. At the moment, it's Chekan, the athlete that you can see in 9th position, who's got the number 7. But look at Jo Chung. Jo Chung knows he's in trouble here. He is shifting.
Mohamed Aginzi, by the way, is chasing down 9th place, which is that Mohamed Aginzi?
This is going to be carnage, folks, I can tell you, because this 9th place is not secure. At the moment, Chekan has it, but he's going to come under severe pressure. Can Chekan hold on? The athlete behind him is Jo Chung. Chekan versus Chung. Chekan is fearing for that 9th place. Jo Chung really struggled in the shooting range.
Watch out for that sprint finish from Chung. It's a long way, but he is really putting in the pace now. Chekan seems to be getting fatigued in the legs, taking a look over his shoulder.
Vlak isn't safe. Vlak is not safe here. Chekan could close down Vlak. Is Chung going to make it? The Brit, is he going to make it? He rounds the corner. This is going to be a monumental effort. I think Jo Chung makes it. I think there's a chance of him making it, is it? He's not going to make it. He's not going to make it. He's given up. Given up in as much as he knows 9th is gone.
Oh my God, what a turn of events.
Jo Chung does not make the final of the World Championships here in Zhengzhou. Huge credit goes to Chekan. Chekan ran a brilliant race. He goes through in 9th. Joseph Chung is out.
Story of the day for me. That is, I feel heavy. I feel very heavy. Olympic champion. Where did he start? He started in 2nd and missed out on finals.
35-second shoot.
That is a big loss here for Team GB. I would have predicted that Joseph would be on the podium of the finals.
Wow, that was a finish to...
Yeah, Chekan was incredible, though, it has to be said. He's done an incredible effort to get himself into the finals, dropped down out of the 9 a couple times, but in the end, that sprint finish and that good shoot he had at the end were, yeah.
Credit to Bello as well.
Credit to Bello, yeah. Came out in, was he in 7th?
Bello started 11th.
Yeah, finished in 7th.
Yeah, finished in 7th, yep.
Yeah,
but Chekan is the athlete that secured the 9th spot. And I've got to say, Joseph Chung was rapid around those 200 meters, but he just knew, he knew 40 meters before the end, it was impossible. So he just had to back off because he just wasn't going to make it. It was done.
He put it in, and yeah, it's getting emotional for a lot of the athletes. On top of that, have to run, and that already takes so much out of you. And again, there's a factor of dehydration.
One of the athletes in the women's yesterday to just narrowly miss out by that 1 place, but she was barking and encouraging and just pushing Bello forward as much as she could. James spoke to her before the race, didn't he? And she was more nervous, I think, than the athlete.
Yeah,
but
very stressed. Yeah.
Bello did brilliantly. Those sunglasses going on and that laser focus came to him.
As that was the final shooting series. Chekan was out the range and Joseph Chung was stuck in there. Yeah, it's and
we can see Joseph Chung, and look at the effort. He's slipping and sliding on the equestrian stand, and he was putting in a monumental effort, but it's behind here. He's chasing down Vlak here in 9th, and Vlak checking his shoulder, and the effort that you can't see on that shot at the moment is Joseph Chung. He was working tirelessly, but those 9 as a pack, they knew they were safe, and through they came, and he had to keep checking his shoulder.
Yeah. Congratulations to all the athletes that made it through, though. The top 9 were incredible throughout this race and throughout the competition in general. And yeah, those are the best 18 athletes in the world making it to the finals.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is a look of disappointment. And that, on the other side of the coin, is a look of success for Chekan.
Well, I think the coach who was crying was happy tears.
Yeah, it was tears of delight.
Yeah, that was the coach from Ukraine cheering on Chekan and happy that he made it to the finals. It was very,